So I've managed to come here at the Museum of Islamic Art right at sunset because it's a beautiful sunset point. Let's see how much of it I can manage to see inside, but this is the grand building designed by legendary architect I.M. And that's the atrium that I've been seeing in videos for so many years. I'm finally here. It is a pleasure to be in a building designed by I.M. I'm also going to be seeing a very pivotal collection concerning Islamic art, the first roots of Islam, the evolution in the sense how it spread, all of that. Some magnificent collections collected from across the Islamic world. You have from the Ottoman period in Turkey, from the Safavid period in Iran, and across the board collections from Iraq and other countries that were impacted by the spread of Islam and it started following the religion. And the museum houses modern and contemporary art as well, such as the one behind from a master calligrapher from Afghanistan, a work of a written Surah Al-Fatiha that has been done, dated 1979. And this is a familiar piece of artwork, Jarao Ka Kaam. It is from Varanasi, from the Mughal period, 12th century. Huge diamonds, of course, probably mined from the Deccan. And this is a manuscript of the Ramayana, once again from the Mughal period, 16th century. This was commissioned by Akbar's mother, Queen Hamida Banu. The gallery also includes artifacts and functional pieces which come in dated to the time when the first years of the Caliphate was set. So you have works from the period dated to the Umayyads as well. And it doesn't necessarily mean religious texts. It's also about everyday living things that have been collected from that period, from regions where Islam was spreading. This is a long silk robe dated 6th century from the Mongol period in Central Asia. This entire column is about beautiful pieces in glazed ceramic collected from the Ilkhanate period in Iran. You can still see some very bright turquoise colors. This is not stonework, this is glazed ceramic. Pieces of these columns are from the Grand Mosque in Spain, from the Umayyad Al-Andalus period, dated 4th century. And these pieces of the column are what protected the worshippers in the Grand Mosque. They've also in fact built, laid a picture of the Grand Mosque and showed us those columns and pillars to help us understand where these pieces are coming from. This is a large piece of woven silk from the Nasrid period in Granada in Spain. I see a very different, unique geometrical pattern here in this woven silk. and it's coming in from Granada in Spain from the Nasrid period, which is dated 15th century. This is a magnificent piece. This was made by the Ottomans and sent as a covering for the Kaaba. As you know, the Ottomans were the custodians of the two holy cities of Mecca and Medina. And every year they would change the covering of the Kaaba with metal and gold embroidery fabric that was embroidered in this manner. But what's really interesting here is that there was so much more color used at that time, unlike black and gold of what we have today, but it's exquisite. And once again, you have these tiles, glazed ceramic, coming from the Ilkhanid period and the Safavid period in Iran. This is a mihrab for a mosque. And this colorful cloth, once again made by the Ottomans, dated 12th century, but this one was made for the tomb of the Prophet Muhammad, BBUH. It has inscriptions, it has embroidery of in metal and gold, and it has prayers embroidered on it, and also the names of the four caliphs. And the study of stars, maritime compass, Qibla compass, in a very heightened, evolved state of astronomy. These are the tools that were used in the Islamic world. Some of these that are coming in from the Ottoman period, some from Iran. This is during the Qajar period in Iran, dated 13th century. And there is Southeast Asia as well. So this is a gallery which has ornaments and a rich gold collection of various works that are coming in from Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia. And I think this is a given. Anywhere in the world that you go, the best pieces of jewelry come in from either the Mughal period or the famous collection of the Nizams of Hyderabad. Let me show you a close-up of this. It is stunning. And this is a gallery which has jewelry and ornamental clothes, as you can see here. Yes, this is from soon after the Mughal period, the British Raj period. But you have this beautiful collection of jewelry from the Talpur period in Punjab, works, necklaces from South India, and of course the very famous recognizable style that you have is of the Jarrao work that comes in from the Mughal period. And that's yet another sarpanch of Kundan, Jarrao, of diamonds and emeralds that you have. I was even the Maharaja of Patiala. This turban piece of the sarpanch is of embedded rubies that you have from Bhupender Singh of Patiala, his collection. This entire collection is from the Mughal period. These are unique pieces of archers' thumb rings from the 11th to 13th century with jade, rubies, emeralds and gold. There's yet another sarpanch that you have here. There's huge diamonds and emerald pieces. Huge diamonds and emerald pieces. And This one is known as Jahangir's Emerald. It is inscribed for the Mughal Emperor. Colombian Emerald, 17th century. Now this is very significant. No one knows where is Shah Jahan's peacock throne, but these are a set of legs which no, don't belong to the peacock throne, but it is imagined that Shah Jahan's throne would have looked and felt very similar to these legs. These are also throne or table legs dated Mughal period, 13th to 14th century. And this gallery looks at all the artworks, artifacts collected from Central Asia and Iran, particularly these silk carpets. And they're so bright in color still, even though they're all natural colors. This is from the Safavid period, dated 11th century, and it feels like it's just been woven yesterday. This room is a recreation of what living spaces in Damascus used to be in the late Ottoman Empire, where Damascus was a rich city and a huge commercial hub. And this is a beautiful recreation of what homes in Damascus at that time used to look like. Exquisite. And the final stop at the museum is to see the legend at work, the architect Ayan Bey, on how the structure moves from having a square base, becoming an octagonal, and then ending as a circle. This was his vision, and this is how the construction took place.